Imagine, I know you said, Martin, not again. Yeah, imagine you're 50 years old. You're about to retire after working for 25 years. You have money saved up. And then COVID hits, and interest rates that used to at least be 5%, if you had $200,000 in the bank, 5% would give you $10,000 back each year of passive income. That's almost, for me, that's 4 or 5 months worth of rent. My rent's $1,900. So $10,000 of just interest rate out of my retirement money will cover 6 months. No, six, seven. It's like almost 7 months worth of rent. Now, because of COVID, though, the interest rates have gone to zero. So even if I have, say, $200,000 or $300,000 in my retirement account, now because of the stock market dropping, my stock that'll drop the amount of my my retirement account. So now that's forcing me to say, do I want to leave my retirement in the account, hoping that the stock prices will go up and the companies or government I work for won't go bankrupt, or do I just cash everything out and put it in a bank at 1% interest? And I know some of you are saying, oh, that's something. Well, 1% of $500, one, two, three, four, five, that's $5. $500, 1% of $500 is $5. You could go big for $5. So my topic of the day is just, why am I telling you that you need to gamble if you're 50 and you're 60 and you're thinking about retiring, giving you some strategies? Couple of things I recommend you do is, first, get your MBA in gambling. Now that gambling's legalized, you got to take advantage of it. If you could go to Vegas, I recommend you go to Vegas to gamble. Don't go to the Indian casinos because they don't want to give you no money. And Vegas wants your money, so slots are gonna be loose. The dealers are gonna be loose. They're gonna have more parlays. So, for example, myself, I'm taking $500 going to the downtown Grand Hotel, and I'm gonna play blackjack. That's my retirement blackjack program. If you're interested, I'll show you the book I'm using. I'm show you the different strategies I use. And if I could just win $500, if I could just win $50 with my $500, that's 10 times more than I win if I put that money in the bank. And in the bank, you only get $5 after a year. At least if I go to Vegas, I'll have to sit at the blackjack table, drink a couple of drinks, listen to a conversation, make sure I pick the right blackjack table, work on my double downs, which I'll give you a blackjack tip for some of you. If this is your birthday or anniversary, I'll give you my free blackjack tip for some of you who are on your way to Vegas. But now all the money I have, I got to put some money at risk. In the old days, I had savings accounts, but $100,000 at 1% is only $1,000. So I could take all my retirement money, put it in the bank, but I got to have some way to try to get some type of return. And that's the dilemma that we're going to have if you're going to retire with COVID. I'm 52 and I'm thinking, I got to have if I would just retire with no other ways of bringing in money, I would be broke in, say, 3 or 4 years. So that's why I'm saying I might as well take all my money out, put it in a bank account, at least get that $1,000 of interest. Because I'm hoping, you think I'm not stupid. You think there's no stimulus package coming. So number one. So there's no extra free money that's going to be out there to force up the stock and people to go shop at Starbucks, Amazon or wherever, eBay and all that stuff. So that's not going to happen, number one. And number two, let me tell you the threats. 3 threats or get your retirement account. Number one, COVID. COVID has caused people not only not to produce, it caused people not even to show up. For example, I was going to show you something. That's all right. But there's no schools. I'm in Banning, California. There's one big high school behind me. There's another 2 elementary schools. Hey, I'm over here off of 8th Street and Ramsey. And there's a high school behind me. There's 2 grade schools in front of me. And I think there's 3 of churches. All of them are closed. Maybe there's one person in the church. But the grade schools, elementary schools, you're talking about hundreds of kids not at school. Not only hundreds of kids where the parents have to spend gas to take the kids to school. You got Sally the lunch lady. You have the person who drives around in a whatever that sound is for the lunch truck things that drive around to feed the janitors or feed maybe the construction people doing work around the site. None of that is there. So that's going to impact how much you pay for products. The more demand the product is, that increases the price. And if it increases the price, if my retirement is invested in those products, then my retirement goes up. Now you have 38,000 people laid off in Disneyland. I'm in Banning, California. All the schools are closed. They're all doing online training. You're talking about thousands of kids. I mean, if just you think of 1,000 kids and the gas that was spent to take them back and forth. Then we're talking about going to Target, going shopping, buying stuff, going Macy's. Look at that big circle. Grows. You're talking about billions of dollars cut. So that forces the price of a product to dive. I'm trying to be like Dave Ramsey to get people to buy. And also my retirement account, maybe I had $500,000 earlier. Now those stocks going down. So what I got to do, I got to cash out. So now if I cash out, what am I going to do to make money? I could possibly buy duplexes, which I'd never do again. I would only invest in real estate or something where I could get some type of cash flow. I may have to ride on someone else's cert tail for that. I tried doing property management before, and I don't have the stomach for it. I don't have the mentality. It's better to find someone else to invest their money in and either have it so I can lose some money or anything. But I tried tried it 3 times. 3 times a charm, man. If you can't do it after 3 times, I think it's time to give it up. So, but I got to find some way to make money. That's why I'm getting my MBA in gambling. And my MBA in gambling is going to be blackjack because that's my game of choice. I know how to play it. I'm studying it. I've done it in and out. And I went to Groundtown Grand Hotel. Totally out of it. My strategies were wrong and I still made a little money. But what I enjoy about the Downtown Grand Hotel is they also have the parlays. So with the parlays, you can put some, while you're playing the actual blackjack, they have the multi-deck blackjack. And when you play, they want you to get money. They'll help you win. If you get the different 4, 3 of a kind, 2 of a kind, 1 of a kind pairs, or if you get that, you get extra money. And that's what I'm going to be the whale at the blackjack at the Groundtown Hotel, because every time I play, I'm going to work on getting that extra money. I'm just looking at this person right now picking up bottles and stuff. Then I had another person run by me. Please open up the gyms. Well, what can we do to get these gyms open? But that's why I'm thinking. I'm getting my MBA in blackjack. I had an actual MBA, but what happened to me was after the 2001, the 9/11 stuff. When that happened, that sort of destroyed my goal of being a mogul temporarily in biotech. But that's what I'm saying. You got to find some way to get some cash. So that's what I'm saying. If gambling is going to be the way of the future, I believe eventually you're going to have big corporations open up gambling funds. You'll have a Baccarat gambling fund. You'll have a Baccarat gambling fund. You have a blackjack Baccarat gambling fund. You'll have all this. You're saying, Martin, what are you talking about? The reason why I think you have gambling funds is because people will be looking for ways to get, similar to me. I'm looking for a way to get a return on my money. So the only way I'm going to get a return on my money is I got to put the money at risk, and then I have to go find out a way to make that money. That's why I'm focused on blackjack. MBA in gambling will be more important to MBA in MBA in business, because where are you going? Disney's laid off. Orange County laid a bunch of people off. There's a couple of towns out in Coachella Valley laying people off, cutting salaries. ESR got thousands of people working there. Okay, maybe about 1,000. But they have 4 giant buildings that are empty. They finished the construction on one building in Redlands, California. No one's there. There's this little cafe all the people used to eat at, probably all the people having affairs. Used to bring their mistress, or the girls having an affair with the guys used to come there, meet the guy, and after that go have sex in all the different hotels in Redlands. Now I'm speaking from experience. That's been closed. So all that money is just killing return on investment, killing stock, killing cash flow, killing my business. If I had an apartment, if you're in California, you can't even kick people out if they don't pay your rent until January 2021. I have experience with that. It wasn't no COVID. They just didn't want to pay the nigga. That's what they didn't want to do to me. They didn't want to play black man. But you're looking for a way to get a return on your money. And I'm thinking gambling is one of the best ways to do it. That's why I just keep harping. Get an MBA in gambling. If you're an online student, or if you're in high school or college, when you finish studying all that stuff, that ain't going to help you anymore. Unless you're trying to get an MBA, there's a BS in logistics where you teach you how to pick up the boxes if you're working at Amazon or something. Learn how to gamble. Fantasy ball. Anything related to gambling, learn how to do it. I'm telling you, that is going to be the wave of the future. They're going to be gambling funds. They're going to hire people. Are you a good blackjack player? Show us your numbers. Show us your numbers. Show us your number. What are your strategies? Boom. Then the way the companies are going to make money is off the return on the money. Of course, charging a fee. That's why I have my special $200 blackjack retirement fund that you can buy into, where I give you my training tips. You can come with me, sit next to me. We can gamble together and just build your own confidence. Or if you don't want to come with me, these are my strategies for $200. Take what I have. Go to the Indian Casino. I'm in California. You go to San Manuel, Pachanga, Agua Caliente. You go anywhere, man. I'm just saying. I just want to help you make money. First thing you do, I want to get your mind right. No, you're not going to learn everything what I'm telling you. I'm just telling you, just walk around. Just today, just walk around. See if you had see if you had stock in a school. If I had stock in a place that brought ice creams to the school, or I have stock in just a company that brings toilet paper. What happens if the building that toilet paper goes to, or those students who use that toilet paper, aren't there? Are they really going to need more toilet paper if they can't use what they already have? What does that force me to do? Look for other sales sources. And if I'm a bad salesman, I'm going to cut my price until eventually I cut my throat, unless I expand into new products and new industries. So today's theme is MBA and gambling. Gambling is the way of the future, and your blackjack tip of the day, always split aces.